Welcome back, everybody, to the calmest podcast you may have ever signed up for. Today, me, Jake Smith, and my co host Ernesto will calmly take you through the market dynamics of what's currently going to earn. How are
Can you
you today?
can you slow down a little bit? Can you calm it the fuck down a
Oh,
little
hold
bit?
on.
Hey, stop screaming at me, dude. Relax. I I've never been this calm and not worried in my life. I'm doing fine. Driving home. What's up? What's up, everybody? We here.
What up? And Kai comes right in saying, "Can I flex a little?" No, flexing isn't calm at all. We're calmly going to calmly talk calmly while Ernie calmly drives calmly home.
I love how Kai thinks he could flex on us when we're about to drop a bomb on y'all in about 35 minutes.
It's going to be devastating for everybody involved.
Get all the flexing out the way, chat monsters. Because I promise the ultimate laugh of flex shall be had by the spicy voice today. I promise. But
Yes.
welcome everybody. Ask your questions about the hub. We're just here because we're so calm and zen and peaceful that we're like we might as well go live and share the positivity with these little anxiety monkeys. Everybody needs to relax. You put your money on EVs, you're good. Sleep like a baby.
You're good. You're good. Who knew that an Umbreon card, a brand new Umbreon card, went back up? I thought it was supposed to keep going down. Weren't we supposed to wait a few weeks? I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. An Umbreon went up. It's really unprecedented. And now
Yeah,
Retro is sitting in an empty warehouse where there's no terrestrial festivities to be had. Just big fat Giovanni cartoon in an empty warehouse, yawning.
I mean, it could go back down again, but I think I saw them at 240 today, which is a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, the Japanese market's finally caught up. Well, it hasn't even caught up with the English one because I mean, if Japanese is going up, then
English is gonna go dummy.
or the eBay Japanese will go up too. Um, yeah, pretty calm over here. I think spending most of the money into Umbreons was potentially a good idea. I just don't know why nobody else did it.
So what's up with you, man? You got a little caught up today, huh?
Yeah, I got all caught up. Went to the store. Took an hour and a half at HEB today because there was so many stay-at-home moms there. Y'all wouldn't believe. Good and bad thing. Um,
I mean, yeah, you could argue either way. Um,
yeah, Umbies are 300 on eBay. Looks like as of today.
oh wow, who would
Who
have, who would
would
have
have known?
possibly, yeah, like I think you would have to be a Harvard graduate to know Umbry was gonna go up.
But the pull rate, but you can get like an Umbreon on every case.
Yeah, but it's an Umbreon, and it was 150,
Oh yeah, true.
150.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
you're bringing me back. You're bringing me back. I'm back.
bro. The other day I went to get groceries. I promise I got bubble gum, maybe like some potato chips. I got some orange juice. It was like $78.
Hmm.
Nothing. I didn't buy nothing. It wasn't a Thanksgiving dinner. $78. So you mean to try to tell me for two quick trips to Albertsons, I can get the brand new Chase card and it's an Umbreon with a sun behind it? It's too cheap, guys. I'm sorry. I promise.
Hmm.
But
That I don't know. I just get tilted over the dumbest things, but everyone's calling it Sunbreon now. It can't be Moonbreon. It can't share the moonlight with the other one, I guess.
there's only one Umbreon.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you see the picture I sent you today with the guy that put a heart? I don't know if you guys saw this on IG, but the guy had a heart of Moonbreons, a heart,
Mm.
like on a table. Like he put all his Moonbreon slabs, and it was a massive heart. And then I noticed the ones in the middle were all black labels, dude.
Mm.
Salute, super
Salute,
salute.
dude. Jeez.
It's like imagine that guy. That guy is going crazy at 150 and 180, and like he's just going crazy.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, let me get in the house, but yeah, catch up with the chat. I'll be good in like 1 or 2 minutes.
What's good, everybody? Pokey Chef, Chevals, Retro. Retro, are you super calm now that Terastal is sold out and you can just block everyone's DMs asking for some for a little bit? I'd be really, really relaxed. Moz, yeah, no one saw it. Everyone doubted. No one doubted. No one doubted this would happen. Who would have known Umbreon is popular and it was just a little shakeout to start. Chevals, I have a beef with you, all right? I love you, but please don't send me Discord DMs of you buying 151 from Pokemon Center an hour after it releases. Our phones are open. I mean, I've got mine's not on silent. I know Ernie's not on silent. I mean, maybe shoot the homies a text or a little, a little something or
Now
other.
you know what? I promise I was gonna stay muted, but hear me out. Call me. My phone rings 24 hours a day, Shabaus. If there's a lick to be had, bang my line. Why are you texting me? Don't text me. Call me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Please call us next time. Before, I mean, I think this drop lasted maybe 10 minutes, so hook the homies up maybe once in a while. I don't know. We all need some 151 in our lives. Does anyone catch that little 2x on Pokemon Center this morning? Little 151 bundles. That shit is crazy. The 151 bundles, I thought I saw them selling for like 60 or 70 like secondary market. That is insane. We're at $10 a pack for 151. Guys, it released last year. What are we doing?
Is it really
Please.
$10 a pack? Oh my! There were $3 in Orlando.
Yeah, and I couldn't sell them at $3. Help.
Yo,
So I gave
remember
them
when?
all to free to homies and they were pulling charis all over the place. Help me, help.
Yo, Jake Smith. Realistically, you gave out like $2,500 worth of shit to the homies, the ungrateful homies, bro.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just want to say I'm sorry.
Yep, you pulled the chari, immediately sold it for market. It went up double next week. People were pulling hits left and right, just upset that they weren't pulling chari, So ungrateful out here in these streets.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I owe you a couple of packs, dude. I got you. I'll send you. I'll send you a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh promo packs so you can pull the Axe Void Raider or some shit. You'll love it.
Can you maybe send me a weighed box of Terastal? We can call it even.
No, we'll never be even, Jake Smith. You've given me way more than I'll ever be able to give you back, Jake Smith. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I stole all your plays.
Yeah, and remember before you black labeled that one chari, you were on the phone with me while I was at work, and you're like, dude, like the card's like $3 right now. It's down off its high of 7. How many do I buy? This one guy's got 50. Should I buy 50? And what did I say? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. What
Maybe.
card you? What card?
Oh, just your biggest sale ever.
Whoa! You don't know me like that, Big Dirk. I've
That's
had bigger
weird. You
sales.
you you follow the pathway of time, and for some reason, all your plays lead back to me. That's weird.
That's dark.
And
Yeah.
then all,
Even
all
my
my plays lead back to retro, and his plays lead back to Kai. I think that's how it works. Does it all
I don't
come from
know,
Kai?
but Kai also stole my place, so I think we're just a human centipede of snakes.
True.
Anyway, all of y'all stole my original play, which is looking right. Which I
Mm,
want to talk a little bit about this, Jake Smith.
please.
Guys, hear me out. Yeah, this is a hobby podcast, but let's just take a human moment real quick. Take the time to look right, please. Go to the mall, get a brand new pair of shoes, shave that crusty old man Magic the Gathering beard. My mom was right. She's like, "You're handsome." She was right, Jake Smith. I just had to take off my cloak and my dagger from Dungeons and Dragons, hit the
Mm-hmm.
mall ski, maybe get a fresh pair of Pumas, a nice black tee, some shades that I
Uh-huh.
didn't steal from Thrifty, and just look right. When you're walking around looking right, you feel good. Good ideas come to you. The baddies grab you up.
You ain't lying. Oh, and
So if
maybe deodorant really helps everybody too. Like,
oh my god,
if y'all could
deodorant.
get some deodorant, that's
Bro,
I've heard some horror stories from Mason and some other card shop owners about a lot of people in the hobby not wearing deodorant. It's on the shelves,
bro,
guys.
I got like four different what's it called? Yeah, colognes. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even think. I just get the blue one or the red one, bro. I'm looking right. I'm smelling right. It's it's plus EV. I bet you everybody in this chat right now, Jake Smith, has 3 or 4 PSA 9 Watsy hollows that would be way better turned into mall credits for a brand new outfit.
Hmm.
That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to uplift the homies. And also, it's something to do. Yeah, you're looking at your binder. Cool, you did that already. Hit the mall up.
Mm-hmm.
Get a milkshake. Get a brand new fit. Look right. Maybe a woman would notice you then.
Have an
That's not your
interaction.
mom. Have an
Yep.
interaction. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, bro.
It doesn't even have to be with a woman. Just look right and speak to anyone, you know?
I'm just saying, dude, looking right is undervalued in the hobby. Let's everybody make a little effort, lift a couple weights, get a haircut, smell nice. That's my PSA for this week.
It's definitely some black label level advice, I'd have to say.
Um,
Speaking of black labels, is this the part where you gas me
Glacier?
up or
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on. I kind of want to be on cam for that. I still need a few more minutes.
okay.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, toothpaste, deodorant, a comb. Combs help if you have hair.
Hmm.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
that
yeah, that's insensitive.
combs might be overvalued in the Pokemon hobby.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, but you know what always makes you look right? Looking healthy, looking fit, looking healthy. For example, you, Jake Smith, let's be honest, you're not very attractive. You're not.
Mhm.
You're not cute.
Yeah.
But if you had big arms and you had a water bottle, the girl's like, oh, I mean he's ugly, but at least he's healthy, you know? But if you're
Hmm.
not cute and you're also eating Mr. D's and a large chocolate vanilla double milkshake, like it's hard.
You look, sound, and smell gross. That
Got a Pokemon shirt on it. It has a Celebi on it. Come
oh
on,
no.
man. Hit
No.
the mall up, dude.
Guys, if you collect Celebi, collect anything else. Just for the girls, I promise. Collect Sylveon. Collect anything other
Actually,
than
collect
a
Psyduck.
little
If you
green onion.
if you want to get the girls, collect Psyduck. That's the only Pokemon I've ever seen be effective versus the opposite sex.
Hmm.
Psyduck. Maybe Eevee, but mostly Psyduck. That's where
Yeah.
I'm at.
Psyduck's a good middle ground, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, son of a Merc. Axe does not count. You're gonna want something a little higher up on the shelf.
All right, everybody. I gotta I gotta take this time. I gotta do it. Guys, Jake Smith is a great man. Hold on, I gotta let my cat out. My poor, no flex. My poor. Jake Smith is a great man. And, you know, I know when I hit my black label, Jake Smith, you were very, very jealous. Trust me, I get it because I'm
Hmm.
going through it right now. And I know what you were thinking. How could this silly, silly dummy hit this huge lick when he's a dummy? But
Uh-huh.
that's the beautiful thing
Exactly.
about gambling. It has nothing to do with who's a dummy. It's bink and you hit it. Bro,
Hmm.
a crackhead could win the lottery and win $1,000 billion. Anybody could get lucky. And chat, I am here with love in my heart to let you know that our very own little boy, Jake Smith from the block, just black labeled some juice. The
Oops.
Pikachu SAR. Yes, put it on the screen. Put it on the fucking screen. Wait, you have it?
Put it on. I don't. I don't have it.
Uh,
It's
well,
still with
allegedly.
Beckett.
Allegedly. Folks, yes, the Pikachu, looking back, the new Pikachu, your boy black labeled it. So beyond saying we are very rich,
Mm.
wealthy.
That's what I'm being told. I'm hoping I get a couple hundy for it. So
What are
yeah,
you
check the
talking about?
Instagram story. 500 OBO. Let's
A
go.
couple what? A couple hundred? Are you dusted? It's a black label, papi. The eyes, they don't lie, Chico. It's a
True.
black label. Use your eyes.
Well, I did have to use my eyes because anyone who's ever black labeled knows it's important to spend thousands of hours sourcing the perfect card and making sure all of your risk is off the table. And all you have to do is send that one card to Becky piece of shit. And if you did your work and due diligence and you have enough skill, you too may be able to black label.
I want to remove you so bad right now.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't even look at the card. I'm sorry. I'm
Tell the
sorry.
people the
I'm coming
truth,
out
dude.
here. I didn't even look at the card. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm a scam. I'm a scammer. It's a sham. But Becky
Exhibit,
is the best
exhibit
company
A.
ever made. So,
Oh, bro. You see, chat, exhibit A. Hates Beckett. Didn't even, his own words, direct quote, didn't even look at the card. I'm hot.
hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the ones that 9.5 are actually better than the one I black labeled, but it is what it is.
Can I show you guys something, everybody? Is that cool? Um,
Hmm.
take a little look here, guys. See what you think about this. This sent me to the shadow realm, Jake Smith. This banished me from the game. I was already in the graveyard, but this banished me. Everybody, I want you to feast your little moth eyes on this. I'll zoom in. I got you.
ah, ah, stop.
Brothers and sisters, what we have here is a Moonbreon heart.
Oh, that's really cute.
Isn't that great?
That's a really cute little 100 bands.
Look at all these black labels right here, Jake Smith. Look at these.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah,
Is this all English?
yeah, yeah,
Ah,
everybody. Hey,
help.
guys. Hey, everybody. They're all Japanese and English. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Uh, you're sure they're not Indonesian?
I'm very worried. I'm extremely worried about my 10 Umbreons being able to find the demand, everybody. I'm terrified. Oops.
Hmm.
This blew
I'm
me,
scared
Jake
for
Smith.
you.
Jake
Yeah.
Smith, this is insane.
This is
This,
obsession. This is
are,
what other things is like what is on in someone's mind who has first the money to do this and is doing this and not something else. And also, I don't think I've ever seen has have you seen a collector with this many of one card before? I guess Bubble Mew and base set Chari, but
Kai with that Vegeta high tech foil.
oh yeah. Yeah. Kai
Dude,
with any
that
DBZ card. Just
yeah,
name
just
one.
Kai has the world Guinness record for every card. That doesn't matter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's calm it down. I feel like we got a little too excited. Let's go back to calming this shit all the way down. Jake Smith, you did it, dude. Congrats, man. You hit the black label.
Thanks, man.
So are you gonna now, before you even sell it, already spend the 3 bands like a real flipper, or are you gonna put it in a spreadsheet and like fucking schedule a call with your accountant or something like, or are we just straight up blowing it on Umbreeze tonight?
Hmm. Well, first I need to make a reel of my biggest flips, and then put that one on there and some other stuff. And then I'm probably going to post it on IG Relentless saying I purchased this. I didn't grade it.
Mhm.
Um, what else do I do? Yeah, just go on a little media spree and then send it to a bald man. That's really just my play. Um, I'm not trying to, you know, guess what it's going to go for, then go and spend that money. Oh, I'm gonna guess it goes for 10 bands. See y'all later.
You got a
But
guaranteed. You got to get a guaranteed 3 bands. Word to mommy, I promise. Guaranteed 3 bands. There's no fucking shot that my little $6 Trashizard sold for 3, and the SAR hit with Pikachu throwing back shots, looking right. It's not gonna do 2,500. If the Pikachu doesn't do 3K, I promise I quit my job and I work for you.
okay, I like that deal. We can do that. I just need that in writing. I'm gonna need you to sign an NDA.
It's just, I don't know, man. It's like now it's the time to attack. You know, the time for like being like bearish and shit was earlier, like earlier in the year. It's going right now. It's popping. Like I just don't, I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to like fit in with the Black Label crew and like write multiple paragraphs underneath the Pikachu Black Label. And I kind of want to make it like a troll post, but one that like only people that tune into the pod will know. And it's gonna be on a level of cringe that I think the only people watching will understand. Like it's gonna be so over the top and painful to read that I hope everyone enjoys it.
But you kind of messed up because you said you didn't even look at the card. So,
Not on the post, I'm not gonna say that.
okay.
On the post, it's gonna go deep into my trials and tribulations, making it through the hobby, and me finally accomplishing my goals after years of hard work and just $50 to start out with. Um, and just all the great things that Instagram shows us every day, but just all mashed up into one beautiful post that anyone looking at it from the outside will think, wow, this guy is psychotic, has issues, probably doesn't have any friends. But everyone on the inside will be like, yes, thank you. So that's my goal with that post.
That's wonderful.
Thanks.
I'm happy for you, man. I think everybody can get lucky. I don't think I'm sending to Beckett to BH right now. I think
I just got a black label from Beckett, and I wouldn't recommend it because I don't know when I'm going to get the black label back. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 weeks. By then, it'll be pop 3 or 4, and we're all going to be crying anyways.
no, I don't think it's gonna
Um,
be. I don't think they're gonna black label another one. But it's just so slow, and it's kind of hard to like get shit back, and then you never hit tens. It's made. I don't know. But you're gonna win. You send it to James, and you're gonna win. It's
but
it's actually, yeah.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's just like nice to think that when you get a black label, you don't have to think anymore. You send it to James. Like, is there like actually a better place to send a black label? Like, especially a Chari, but like I feel like any black label, like I wouldn't want to do Fanatics with a black label, would I? Or like
I mean,
maybe.
Dan was trying to make the argument that it's better for Fanatics because there's no international. Um, like apparently they like eBay doesn't let international buyers buy more than $2,500 at a time, probably because of like import taxes and other issues or whatever. But then James countered back um, that people just use ship my cards, and they have middlemen like true whales in other countries that are serious about this thing. Already they already found a way around it. So I think you're right. I think ZNG has shown me so many record Black Label sales. Versus Fanatics, I think I've seen one or two. I'm not super tapped into Fanatics, but um, yeah, I think Z's the best play. But also going off that, like I was like expecting a lot more people to be sending to Beckett, like this card in particular, the Japanese Pikachu,
Uh-huh.
because the quality was pretty good on
Hmm.
the ones I got in, and usually that's just what people do is people will gamble with like the newest hot card. But like I was checking the pop report, and I'm not even sure there's been 10 graded yet, like in every Beckett grade. So like that
I
just
mean,
shows you how dead Beckett is right now as
well,
far
bro,
as
you saw the post, right? Do you remember the post? It was like a month they get 8,000 cards. PSA is getting like 200,000 cards. Like they're
yeah,
way, they're
they're
like,
nothing now.
they're nothing now. And it's also like, bro, like the only good thing about Beckett that I can possibly ever think of, obviously the payout when you black label, but
Hmm.
I like that they email you sometimes. Like this guy Brennan at Beckett, I really like. He's like, yo, how can I help you? And he'll answer your questions and shit like that. So, but other than that one guy that I just randomly got his email, every time I try to deal with Beckett, bro, it's difficult. There's not a lot of communication, and then also the prices. Like I remember you and I were doing the math, remember? And we were like, okay, well we can send to PSA at 15 plus shipping, whatever, it'll be like 17. Beckett's lowest was like 22 for a slower service. So it's
Hmm.
like, how do you? You cannot be more expensive than PSA and take longer.
And
That's not
require
realistic.
the money up front.
Oh, that's another thing. They took the money. They take your
Yeah.
money, and then you just gotta hold that for
Yeah.
months. Like, dude, I just submitted to another place, and they charged me when my grades became available. That makes sense. Grades available. Okay, now I pay. You did your job. Now I pay you. That feels so much better. Like your
Hmm.
payment releases the grades. Beckett is
Yeah.
like, give me your money, and they like close the door, and then you just stand outside. And you're like, ah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I hope they're treating my cards right in there. You're just hearing like machinery banging around, explosions. Like, oh, I hope it's all good in there. I
It
hope
is what
that
it is,
comes
bro.
out okay.
Here's what it is. But it's nice that you got a good payout, bro. That's huge. Um,
Yeah,
did we have any topics,
appreciate it.
or should we shoot
I
it
mean,
back?
I had a few. Just like I was just thinking, I was talking to Ethan, EJP Collectibles. Go follow him on Instagram. He's like a local Austin guy, and we're just like shooting the shit this morning on Instagram, and like a few things like came up in my mind because we were talking about Umbreons coming back up, and a few things. One, I don't know if you wanted to start out with like my thought is, does a Pokemon card like even exist if it's not graded 10,000 times in a PSA 10? Because like in modern, like it feels like the card doesn't exist or just doesn't even get, because in Pokemon, a lot of the marketing is done by secondary marketers that aren't even paid by Pokemon. Like they're just excited to have a card. So which cards are people seeing the most? There, it's the most printed cards that look the coolest. So it's like, I don't know. I was just thinking it was funny. It's like, oh yeah, e lottery, only 5,000 of them. That doesn't even exist. I can't even get one. Like you can, but it's like it's not even in my mind because it's not what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
It's too rare to matter, which is like funny in Pokemon. It's like there's cards that are too rare to like matter to most people.
but let me ask you a question. Okay, let me. I like this topic. I actually think this is funny. But by that logic, right? Then every card that's popped 15,000 should be a huge grail, right?
Yeah.
Because if it got to a pop that high, that means clearly people want to grade it. Means clearly the card is really good. Like here's an
Uh,
example, right? What's the Umbreon pop in Japanese? Let's say. Do you know? Do you know
I have
offhand or no?
no idea.
Um, Let's look it up. So what I'm saying is, like other cards from that set might also be high pop, but they didn't get that marketing push, and they didn't become like kind of like the face card for that set. So for
Mm,
example, for your set, the Pikachu that you black labeled, that's the card from the set. That's the card that got pushed. That's the one that was on the CGC and PSA main page. That's the card, right? But all the other SARs from that set still got printed, and they still
right.
exist, and they're still gonna be a high pop, right? Or no?
I mean, they're gonna be a high pop, just not in PSA slabs. Like I think like if a card is graded more than 10,000 times in a PSA 10, that means there's like 10,000 people out there that's like their mega grail. Because the only way for a card to be graded that much and for so many businesses to put some of their cash flow into grading that card just shows you how liquid the card is and how desirable it is. Um, and the Moonbryon in Japanese is at 5,989, so almost 6,000 in a 10.
I think the one in English is 1800
No,
tens.
probably
No,
18,000, or is
no,
it
you think
less?
so? Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Um, anyway, yeah, I just think certain cards become the card of the set. But I think a lot of other stuff gets forgotten. So like this whole argument that if it's over 10,000, like if it's over 10,000 of them in the pop, it's a highly popular card. I agree with that. But I also think that there's a lot of other modern cards that just don't get that love, and they're like printed also. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
Right. Wait, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Uh,
The one I saw was 1800.
yeah,
Maybe the chat
18,
can correct.
1800. But I thought
Eight,
I thought it was way more than that. Hold on. Is it only 1800?
yep, invest now. Only 1800 Moonbreons.
Why were people saying there's like 10,000 of them? Am I dusted? Am I
Maybe
looking at
we're
this
all
wrong?
dusted. Maybe that's the other Umbreon B. Anywho, um, what about reprints? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on reprints for this set? You think they'll reprint like soon? Do you think like the boxes will go down? Like,
Yeah, Brody says 14K English 10s. I don't know what this other Evolving Skies thing I'm looking at is.
like a fake PSA pop, dude?
Oh, it's on the wrong page. We were looking at the first page. It's like
It's
number
173.
215.
Oh, I see. So how many? How many are there?
Going to the next page. There are 14,174.
Oh, there you go. That's
So
a
more
lot
than
more than
double the
1800.
Japanese. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Evolving Skies has a big PSA list. Um,
Okay, so my question is, stay right there. Stay right there. So what's the second best hit from Evolving Skies? Is there like a Blaziken or something? Like, is there some other uh hit?
Probably Rayquaza VMAX.
But that one's very popular also. I'm saying like something that's more baggy. Like what are the pops look like there for a more bagged Pokemon?
I mean, there's not much that's baggy in Evolving Skies. It's just all VMAX Umbies. But
Oh, okay.
here's I mean, a lot of the other Umbreon, like the Rayquaza VMAX is 9,000. But yeah, basically what my point was I just think it's funny that the most popular cards have to be the most graded.
Mm-hmm.
Like pop just does not matter at all. It's funny. But yeah. Um or you had a question about Terastal.
Yeah, like are you gonna get boxes or are you only flipping the singles now or what?
I have a plan to get the boxes in the same way as 151. Like I think there'll be a stupidly large reprint in the future for these. And if during that reprint they're 70 a box, I'll still probably buy them. but it's not really something I want to get into, at least holding long term right now. Like if I had like a massive business and had, tens of thousands of dollars to throw at every set, I would definitely be picking them up right now as well.
Hmm.
But it's not for me right now.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I've been thinking like it'd probably be a good idea to start streaming on Whatnot because I'm like trading in stuff or trading people cards for sealed product anyways, and like that's probably the best and most fun way to offload sealed product, just have people buy like 9 packs or a box at a time and rip it for them. So I was thinking that with if I was streaming, I would definitely be buying as much terrestrial as possible because it's an unlimited money fountain right now. um, and people just love opening it because you just have a chance at getting an Eevee every single box, which I don't think there's been a set like that where like
Hmm.
you're pretty much guaranteed one.
Hmm.
Obviously, you can pull one of the shitty SARs, but I mean, it's in people's heads that at least right now, there's like, oh, it's easy pull rates. I can spend 50 and get more of my money back on this set than anything else to rip in your Whatnot store or Fnatic store. I'll just buy this. Oh, I bricked. Okay, here's another 50. Um, I mean, those numbers are obviously like probably $80 for a box right now, or up to 100. I've seen some streamers selling them for, but yeah, even buying from Retro at $15 a box more than he was pre-selling it for is still a no-brainer for Whatnot sellers and any other live streamers. Like, it's literally the best set they've ever released for live streaming, I think.
And there's god packs too.
Uh huh. There's constant like God pack edging going on. There's constant action going on because it's a high class set. So you're pulling an EX or reverse hollow uh pokeball, or you're pulling something every pack. So it's like even if you're not ripping, it's a more fun pack ripping experience to watch due to those factors than like a sword and shield set. Like, yeah, sure, evolving skies can be exciting whenever you see someone drop the bag to open some, but also most likely your experience viewing that is them just pulling non-hollows the whole entire time and that person getting absolutely wrecked. So
Hmm. Yeah, with this you pretty much always gonna hit something.
yeah, there's going to be something going on all the time. So uh, someone asked what the meta champ pop is in Evolving Skies. No one cares, but also I'm OCD and I want to know now.
I guess I just always looked at the pop, not wrong, but in a different way. Like I always correlated the pop with the print run, but it's like
Yeah.
maybe that's more like a vintage thing. But in modern, like how many Blaziken, you know, full arts VMAX are there printed? Like, dude, I can't even imagine the number. Like a lot.
Oh yeah.
So, so
Sheets and sheets.
yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't know. It's just a different thing, different marquee.
Yeah, so like you're asking what's a baggy pop for Evolving Skies, Metachamp V Alt Art has 1200 graded in a 10. So that just shows how popular. I mean, that's probably a lot of people making a mistake grading that card, but there's probably, 300 plus of those 10s that were sold, as Umbreon's going up or as Evolving Skies is going up throughout all the different ups and downs of Evolving Skies throughout the years. And there's probably people making money on Metachamp even because 1200 is a lot for a card people could give less shit of about. So, um,
So Jake Smith, if your black label sells for 10K and you become a great man, are you gonna blow it at the mall or are you gonna like put it back in the business?
I'm not going to blow at the mall, but I can guarantee you I'm going to be looking right.
You promise?
Promise. I promise.
Let me
I'll
ask you.
send you. I'll
Let's get
send you a
into this.
photo, dude. I'll send you a
You
mirror mall photo.
you've been to a lot of collector cons. Give me your top three looking right male hobbyists.
Mm. I feel like this one's actually kind of easy. Like, shout out Retro. He's always got some sort of,
Mm,
vintage or nice
mm,
clothes. He's never smelt bad. So if you ever go in to give Retro a hug, you're not going to be gagging, which,
mm.
there's some people that, you will
He
be
do,
regretting that hug.
yeah, he do be having like he goes to the mall. I think it's fair to say Retro hits the mall.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure. Who else? Ray?
Skip.
Ray Ray's never smelt bad to me. Um,
Uh,
and I'll say Weedle. Definitely not you.
what?
Um,
Bro, I always looking right, except not at the con.
yeah, not at the con. Not at the con.
At the
I would
con, I
say
look like
like
Smeagol.
like people that have decent sized businesses in the space are, they've got some leftover money for the mall ski.
I don't think Dan ever went to the mall in his life.
The closest mall to him has to be 150 miles away, like
Mm-hmm.
minimum, I would think.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We didn't have malls in upper state New York. No, sir.
Dude, didn't we have like topics? We kind of lost the plot here. Do we have topics?
Yeah, I had one more thought this morning. And this kind of goes to everyone who started with vintage or grew up with it or came back to the hobby and stumbled upon vintage. I feel like this is kind of for like the 2020 people and not the 2024 people, because obviously there's a lot of new people in 2024. But everyone in 2024 is like basically, to me, modern and Pokemon is effectively a gateway drug. But they say that with like marijuana and alcohol and all these other things where it's like easily accessible, doesn't really fuck up your life unless you let it. Gateways you into other more harmful drugs. My theory is if modern is a gateway drug, it's like on the level of heroin because dudes be looking at the first few sets that have come out whenever they joined and they just stay there. They just they hop up on the bed, they grab a Moonbreon and they mainline it. And next thing you know, you look down at your bed and there's a massive heart-shaped Moonbreon slab pile with tons of black labels in the middle and you're like, "Damn, this shit's hitting. I'm going to keep buying these." And they don't even bother to look elsewhere. So, that was kind of my thought. Do you think modern is kind of a gateway drug, but the gateway is perilous? Like you're basically stuck in modern because nothing else really looks like modern alt arts and vintage.
Um, hmm. Everything's a gateway drug though, right? Kind of. Like if a girl give you a kiss, then you're like, hmm, I kind of want two kisses now, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Or like sugar, it's like, oh, this is sweet. Now I want something sweeter. Like, I don't know. I get what you're saying. Like maybe it can bring people in. I mean, it's better to have it than not to have it. It's like like if a hip hop album wins, album of the year, even if I don't like the album, I could say, damn, hip hop album won album of the year. That's good for hip hop, like, or that. So yeah, like I think at least for me, dude, I'm trying to get not too caught up on my own like opinion, because I think a lot of it has to do with like just my age and what I grew up with and stuff, and just kind of trying to see modern for what it is, not like what I wanted or think it should be. Like it,
Right.
it just kind of is this monster, and it's interesting. It's not what I would have predicted, but it's where we're at. I don't know.
Yeah, just to me, it's like if you erased your brain, which I mean, for everyone here, it should be easy if you're following my method of hitting your head against a brick wall every morning and making all your buys and plays right after. Um, if you clear your mind of like, oh, the first Umbreon EX that came out where it's got the red background and swirl. Oh my god, it's a beautiful card. If you just and like it's rare and it's hard to pull and the packs are expensive and you get rid of all this nuance and you put that Umbreon up against like the Umbreon V Altart where he's like got the moon in the background, he's up on a little pedestal and all the Pokemon are bowing down to him. If you're just looking at that art and you have it in front of you and then you have the other one, you're kind of like, but this one's using the full card though. Like this is like crazy. Like if you know no fundamentals at all or don't care, that's what I'm trying to
Right.
say about modern is like people are seeing marketed to them their first experience getting back in the Pokemon hobby. Alt arts that even us vintage heads and flippers for a long time are freaking out over. Oh my god, it's another Moonbreon. Oh my god, look at all these 9 or 10, I think there's 10 of them EV alt arts. Like this shit's crazy and we don't even like care for it, but we know it's pretty and it will sell. Meanwhile, these dudes that don't know anything about vintage don't even know that Pokemon came out in 1999. All they knew is like, oh, the little cartoon show was in front of my eyes and there was packs at the store, so I ripped some. That's like all they know. These newer modern cards are way better than anything that Pokemon's ever created, just like as far as like aesthetics and how hard the artists went and how much time they spent on it compared to, one of Arita's old CGI artworks that he was messing around with in 2003, making a Gengar that's like jumping. So it's like that to me is like as a gateway drug for modern, it's like incredibly potent, I think, and people just like immediately like those cards more than vintage. And I think it's going to be the further we go, I think it's going to be harder and harder for people to value vintage beyond the people that already do.
Maybe, maybe. It's all about the narrative and the information they put out. Like
Yeah,
if every card platform suddenly starts talking about vintage and how the big the pendulum is swinging back to vintage, and then they start putting that in your head, bro, these everybody will just chase that carrot. The reason they
yeah,
won't do that is because they can't print, nobody can print off vintage. There's not enough of it for them to actually print. So
yeah,
like, why would you manipulate a market that you don't own like a lot of? It doesn't even make sense. It's like selling a big a coin with only 5 coins. It's like you can't pump and dump a five, you need 500,000, so you can make money. Like it's
yeah.
like the fact that everyone likes modern could not be better for us. This is perfect for
Mm-hmm.
us
No,
because
it is.
people love something that's readily available. Perfect. If you, like I said, if you like it, I love it. Now, like, yawn, everybody unsubscribe now, but like I'm looking at vintage chess sets. Don't kick me. And it's like there's chess sets that are one of one,
Mm,
and they're selling for less than like factory printed chess sets. How?
yeah,
Like, I literally doesn't make sense. It's a one of one. It was hand carved by an old lady in Poland, and it's worth the same as something a machine made hundreds of.
yeah,
It doesn't make sense to me. So I think that's good value. And then like, or if it's a chess set that was awarded, the same shit, like the trophy, it's like this was awarded to somebody that won the Latvian championship. It's like, bro, I should not be able to get that for 150. That's insane.
mm-hmm.
And it's, I mean, or maybe I'm insane, but it just feels it's the same, I guess, logic. Maybe they're bags and illiquid, and I just have a bunch of 1950s chess sets that don't move. But I'm placing my bet that people here in the United States haven't seen them, and like they're vintage and they're gonna do well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my plan.
Yeah, just as interesting too, because it's like there's a player base that maybe they just like the like high quality machine made sets, and they're on eBay readily available, and that's just why. It's kind of just the same thing. Um, but yeah, me saying like these are the best cards ever made too, are like that's just me trying to be, I guess, objective about it because right now in the modern age, we haven't had better printing technology. So it's like all these new cards are going to have crazier texture.
Better and better. Yeah, that's a
They're
good
going to be able
point.
to print them better. Like if someone's actually watching the machine, like they could literally make all black label printing if they wanted to, if they didn't have to print, hundreds of millions of these cards. Um, but I'm just trying to be like objective. Like these cards that they're putting out are objectively pushing the boundary of what we know as Pokemon cards. And I think that on top of it being the most marketed, like Pokemon's got to make their money, they have to market it. And then everyone, like what you said, like we're in this age of modern makes the most money and it's the most readily available. It's literally a flipper's paradise. So every flipper is pumping it, posting them. Every person who's brand new in the hobby who thinks, the Flareon SAR from Terastal is their favorite card and their new grail is posting that. So it's like that's just helping. And like I'm the biggest fan of, E series art in general, like 2001, like 2002 through 2004 art. Some has like 30 of my favorite artworks ever. But I'm just trying to say, like, if you put your favorite artwork from E series next to a modern card to someone who doesn't know what the fuck is going on and is just looking at it,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
modern card does draw your attention more.
yeah. Right.
So
Sure. I give you that. I was thinking about this. I mean, I think you're right about that. I think like if I show my mom a modern Umbreon and the old one, she probably gonna go with the newer one, just because
yeah,
it's cuter and the better color composition. And I mean, dude, a lot of these cards that are vintage literally have a CGI background from MS Paint, like actually, like a
yeah,
ponytail from base set and shit. So or whatever. So what I wanted to say is this though, if you have um a change in the narrative, you can also see a world where this era, this Moonbreon, this like era of modern just becomes the most valuable thing ever. Also, like I can see that
uh-huh.
because walk with me. If this is the first generation that hit the multiplier of social media with the phone, with the constantly on you, with the like complete 24 hours a day Pokemon, this new modern could be the most popular modern ever also. Like
Yeah,
what if their next couple of sets are not good, which I don't think is going to happen, but like let's say they drop the ball, let's say the marketing budget is lower, let's say people get into some other shit because time continues to fly, maybe some virtual reality game comes out or whatever. The point is like this is like the most popular cards ever. Am I dusted?
hmm,
Like aren't these the most popular cards ever
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, like recent modern?
I mean, even like Shining Fates, which came out in 2020, the main Charizard chase is 20,000 plus in a PSA 10. Like dudes have been buying and cooking with that for like twice, even three times as long as a lot of the Pokemon like people in the Pokemon market have joined, like in
But you
2023,
get what I'm saying,
2024.
Smith? Like if until some other set rivals it, these are the most popular cards ever because they
Yeah.
have a pop that's insanely high and they're selling for way too high for the pop or whatever. So I can see the logic also of being like, let me just buy the Moonbreon at 1300. Let me get one because this is like this is the first full art or grail or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand, and I also think as a thought experiment, it's kind of interesting to think, what if Pokemon falls off a little bit? People are still going to be nostalgic for these cards that got pumped to them, and they're still going to be big items, no matter what the outcome is. But I think most people are like on some copium. They're like, oh, everything's going up, like it'll forever go up. Maybe,
Hmm.
but realistically, there's going to be a lull, and when that lull happens, that's probably when I come in and buy the Moonbreon because I do believe that this
Hmm.
is going to be like a staple card in the history of Pokemon. But I just don't want to buy it when everyone's wants it.
Yeah.
Especially when I barely even like want it. So
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, November last year, everyone was down in the dumps, like, oh, everything is not selling very well. Moonbreon's back to, $800 raw and 12, 1300 in a 10. And nobody, I mean, obviously the sales data, if you looked at that, you're like, oh, this card's not slowing down. Like maybe there was a huge supply dump because a bunch of people got scared out. But I don't know. I feel like it's easy to see which cards are eventually going to hit a supply shock just based on like just looking at how many cells there are per day versus how many are listed. But like that would have been the time to buy a whole bunch of stuff was, last year around this time. So yeah, like what you're saying is probably not best to buy Moonbreon right now when, it's shooting up every day, but also we could be at a point in time where we look back where it's like, oh, we were saying we should wait for the lull and this card never really hits a lull. And the next lull, the card's, $2,500 raw. So
Mm-hmm.
you never know with this stuff, which is, I don't know. I think it's important to buy things that you're bullish on just for, security in your collection or, just trying to get your best chance at getting value long term out of it, whether it's stocks, crypto, or cards.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and Retro is saying most people everywhere like things that are readily available, especially in a hobby. Imagine having to work hard to get any enjoyment out of a hobby. I mean that kind of goes
Right.
back to like we're technically like Retro, you, me, everyone else who flips. Like, yeah, people talk shit like, oh, dirty flipper. Like, why are they trying to ruin the hobby? The people that are hating don't realize how much work actually goes into it to like take it seriously. And I think the weirdos in the hobby are the people that are putting in extra work to get enjoyment. Because like most people are spending 60, $70 on the newest Japanese set and ripping it. And that's the extent. It's like it truly is. I'm buying what's most readily available, what's most hyped up with the most chance for me to, pull a cool card that I want or pull the most value out of a pack. Um, so we're weirdos trying to run a business, trying to make money because most hobbyists I think are not worried about that at all.
Yeah, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I also think that what Retro's trying to say is that we're a little bit different from the people that are just approaching it as a consumer and as like, oh, I really like EV as a kid. What's the new EV? It's Espeon. It's 55. I love it. I want to put it next to my computer. And they don't know about Bulbapedia. They don't know about WotC. They don't know about none of that shit. I mean, maybe they know about WotC, but they don't know how you know. They don't know
Mm.
every gym set, non-hollow rare. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's fair to say that all of us here, like if you're here watching this, we're all moths. Okay? We're moths, meaning we're deep in the lore of the hobby. Like we already probably have flipped some cards. If you're here, you probably flip. Otherwise, why would you be watching Joker Hour? And then also you like cards for a while, probably. But that's not the average person, and that's definitely not the people that are going to be buying our EVs for 3 times what we paid for it. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Um, Shug says if Umbreon and Charizard were in the same set, which one would the market value more? I know, like,
Charizard, can you kick him?
no, I actually think it'd be because so it would depend on the set because, and I think this is an interesting question. Like it may be like a sorry Shug, but this could be like a typical like oh PSA or CGC like yawn type question. But I think what benefits Umbreon over Charizard is that there's all the other EVs. So it's like when Umbreon is releasing the set, there's other EV chases that are technically pulling market away and pull chance away from Umbreon. Whereas like Charizard sets, usually there's like Charizard is the set winner. Like there's an alt art, there's an EX, there's all different types of Charizards, there's tons of Charizards, there's a gold, where it's hard to imagine which one would do better um, if they're both in a set. Because does that mean there's cool Charmander and Charmeleons you can pull and other base starters, or and then there's all the EVs too? Or is it just Umbreon versus Charizard? Because I mean, if it's Umbreon versus Charizard, probably going to be Charizard. But Umbreon's getting pretty dangerously close, I think, to Charizard popularity, as much as that hurts me to say. But when I'm selling Charizard versus Umbreon, I don't really find any noticeable variable difference as far as like liquidity goes. Like they both sell immediately. So I'm not really sure what there is to manage there as well. So but yeah, probably Chari. Hit your head against the wall. Chari every time.
Pretty much, bro. Beep, 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 beep. What else, man? What else we got? Life is good. Life is good. Pokemon blessed us. We got some EVs coming. Parcels are being shipped across the different oceans, and
Across the globe.
the homies are living. I do want to say this, dude. I do think we got to dump all these EVs before the new year, and I would like to bring it back to the fear cycle, folks. I
Okay.
understand we've been bullish this whole time, but let me give you all a little preview of our next episode. I'm scared for my life. Okay. You see, Jake Smith, you might not realize this because your memory is like 30 seconds long. But the minute January starts, the spending dries back up because it hits people like, holy shit, dude. And people are doing the New Year resolution, new me, no more spending. I'm going to drink water. We all do it for like 2 weeks. So from January to like March, it gets pretty dark. So for y'all little flippers out there, dump it. Do not hold for value. You get it in and you could double raw, sell it raw. Dump it. That's what I'm preaching, I guess, but maybe I'm dusted.
Yeah, I think that's a normal thing to preach, but I'm going to destroy all your fear and say, hey, we're in a boom. The biggest, most popular English set of all time is going to be releasing in January. ETBs were 45, 50 pre-order. Now they're at 100.
That is true.
Um,
That is a good point.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to cool down. And, once English comes out, the Japanese set's always affected for better or worse. Like,
Mm,
if the Umbreon in English is 1500 raw
mm-hmm.
and it's still sitting at 250 in Japanese, which one's going to go up and which one's going to go down? Probably the English one down a little bit because people are ripping massively. And then there's people that are going to be, what the fuck? 1500 for a Umbreon? I might as well, pick up the Japanese one and wait to get my English one when it comes down. And then I don't know. That just seems what happened with the Surging Sparks Pikachu is English came out stupid hot. Like I haven't seen a set like this since I've been in the space for the past 4 years. And the Japanese Pikachu doubled in price because the discrepancy of price was so insane. So I don't think anyone should be worried at all. It honestly, like English coming out, you would think it would hurt the Umbreon, but I think the only way it hurts the Umbreon is if it's around the same price. Then I would see the Umbreon dropping off crazy in Japanese. But um, yeah, as far as stopping and selling everything, I'm not sure that's the best idea, folks. Looks like Ernie's phone died. Son of a Merc. Yeah, finding 10 worthy E series is a lot more work than 10 worthy Moonbreons, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the prismatic evolution ETPs. I mean, I thought I was a dummy pre-ordering 30 of those from GameStop. We'll see if they even come in, but I'm definitely feeling like a genius now with those going insane. Hidden Fates Zard is 3 times the Umbi. Yeah, I guess you have it there. Chari always still wins over Umbi. Sorry, Umbi folks. It's too bad for you. But yeah, hopefully everybody bought their Umbies. They're back up. We're chilling though. Y'all got any other questions? We're probably going to shut her down here. I don't know how long it's going to take Ernie to get back, but Well, I can tap dance for y'all. Did you pick up any Master Ball Umbies? I did. I think I picked up 3 or 4 of them. I'm probably into each around 250 to 300. Let's double check what those are at right now. They're probably fine, unless they dropped like 200 or something, and I'm cooked. Looks like last sales are 300. One sold today for 415. Yikes! Yo.
What's up? I'm back. What's getting in?
We were just asked if we picked up any Master Ball Umbies. So I was talking about that. Looks like I picked them up at the right time. One sold today for 415. Looks like there's a bunch of other sales around 300.
Oh wow, you're gonna win.
Hopefully.
I
Master Balls were not slept on this set, which I was expecting it, but they were so slept on 151. But I guess that's how it is with every new, what would you call it? Every new type of rarity or pull, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the same thing happened. Like when
I think I
actually
bought.
God packs were out, but I remember Crown Zenith and Japanese V-Star Universe had God packs that people didn't know about, where you pull like the Pikachu and like, what was it, like 7 or 8 other cards.
Yeah, those
those
9
full
card
packs were
God
like
pack.
$90. Yeah, and then like people figured out they were God packs and they skyrocketed up to like 300. So
Yeah,
that's
it
just
probably
another
made.
reason to buy when things come out too, because I mean, you will probably get wrecked on like 80% of things, or they'll go down in price from when you buy them. But there's certain things that just go crazy, and if you're bullish on them being too cheap, then you should definitely be buying what you think is too cheap.
I mean, dude, Umbreon Master Ball, like just sonically, that sounds winning. Umbreon Master Ball. That sounds like
Yeah,
just on paper, it sounds good to me. I think about 2 or something. I don't know. I couldn't find the centered one. It was tough, but I don't know.
no,
I
some
also
of them
thought
work.
that.
Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No. I just thought the full art one just looked better too, and it was the same price.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more buyers for the full art. Like that's just
Yeah.
typically classic. Of I mean, just look at the card. People are going to want that one to look at more than the Master Ball. But I don't know. There must be something with the games or something in Pokemon I'm missing, where Master Ball in general is just an incredibly popular thing. So the fact they have a hit rate for a Master Ball that's hard, and there's good Pokemon with them. I mean, it seems like an equation, or it's like a recipe that continues to work well for Pokemon.
But yeah, what a great week, bro. I mean, you got the Black Label. We got the Eevee set. Like it's lit. It's gonna be a great holiday.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's the
When
holidays now. It's the 11th, dude. What is going on?
Yep.
It's
GG
already
2024.
less than 20 days till Christmas. Time to
2024. Hardly
stock
New Year.
stock the stuffing, or the stock the oh,
What?
I'm cooked. What is the stockings? Stuff the stockings full of
Okay.
Umbreons. Jesus, my brain.
So let's answer maybe a couple chat questions and then shut it down. I actually did want to ask you though. Are you coming to Fort Lauderdale Collecticon, fool?
Yeah, I'll come unless there's some sort of work thing in the way. But if I schedule it now, I should be good.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's that much business here, but there's definitely a lot of hanging out with Nesty here. So
That's why I'd be coming. Is like, oh, maybe we can catch a dinner with some people that we know. But dude,
have
I
some
don't even.
chicken
I
nuggets with
don't.
thrift.
not vending and going to Collecticon is kind of rough. You're like, if you're buying tickets in person,
No, I mean I'm
like,
getting a table, dude. I'm not gonna not get a table at Fort Laddie.
really? You're vending?
Yeah, let's get like a
Oh,
couple tables and put a
fuck
little.
no. I'm not vending. What are you talking about?
You're not,
My whole
bro.
inventory is
Come
with a
on, I
bald
promise.
man and fanatics. Like my whole inventory is
Oh,
with two
you.
bald men right now. What am I gonna vend? Sell
You
stickers?
can maybe do like little drawings or something.
Yeah. Here's my sketch cards,
All right,
everybody.
fine. I think I should get at least a table, so I can network and like I don't know. I mean, it's Fort Lauderdale, dude. How am I gonna show my face? Like I gotta show my face. I think.
Bro, speaking of networking, I looked up Broward County Convention Center. It's supposed to come up to. It doesn't even pop up on Google Maps. I had to like
Yeah, it doesn't
normal
exist. There's
Google
nobody
it to
here.
like find their website. Like I
That's
don't want
rough,
to. I'm sorry, I don't want to vend at a convention center that doesn't show up on Google Maps. That's just me.
bro.
But
Look, just pull up. We'll hit the beach, eat some chicken nuggies. Fort Lauderdale, bro. It's nice and
oh
windy.
yeah, no, I'll be there for that. I'm just
Look how nice it is. Look how nice Fort Lauderdale is, dude.
oh,
It's real
they're
nice.
ready for Christmas.
Yeah, you're ready, bro. What do you want for Christmas, Jake Smith? I'm sure everybody wants to know.
A high black label sale would be awesome.
Whew.
But for Christmas, dude, I think I just want normal mall stuff, dude. I'm trying to look right. Like
Thank you, dude. That's
maybe
all
a
I've been saying.
cologne, some shoes, nice
That's
pair
all
of
I've been
pants.
saying, dude. You
That's
feel
all.
good, dude.
Trying to feel good.
Yep.
Trying to get myself in order to make my inevitable new year goals that will fall through. So I at least want to look right for that
100%.
while I'm capping to myself in the mirror.
I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know what I want for Christmas. I gotta think about that one. I'm probably not gonna buy myself anything and just like buy my parents and my girl and shit. I don't know. They always get me clothes, but it's like I'm already looking right, mom. I don't need no clothes.
Stop. Did you not look at my socks? Why'd you get me
Anywho,
more? Come on. I got an Apple Watch
but
I've
yeah, dude.
really been liking. Can like pull the full Pokemon DNA and watch my heart rate, see how much I'm sleeping. I feel like that's a good step towards looking right. Because my mom actually had a friend that her Apple Watch saved her life. Like it was like, oh, your heart rate is super abnormal right now. Like something's going on, and she has like heart problems. So she like went to the doctor and she had a full on heart attack at the doctor's office. Ended up having to have like a triple bypass surgery. That they're like, yeah, if you weren't like already here, you probably would have died like at your home. So I don't know. Technology do be saving lives. I was like, yeah, I
Nah,
should probably
I
get
don't.
a little watch that could save my life. Why not?
Yeah, bro. Actually, I think the Apple Watch is pretty good value, and
Hmm.
they have some pretty good. Like it's cheap. You pay like $10 a month or something. It's super affordable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought mine in cash because all I do is black label. But yeah, you can get on a payment plan for sure and afford it.
We're really sorry about that, guys. It's already gone to his head, and he hasn't even gotten the slab in hand. I just want to pre-apologize for the next couple episodes. He's gonna be insufferable. There.
Did I
So
say something?
no, you're good, bro. Just speaking the
Okay.
truth. That's all.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Truth hurts. Um, let's shut it down, bro. I gotta go shop for more Black Cats and Soviet chess sets. So y'all have a
Hell yeah.
terrific end of your day. Hop in the Discord, hop in voice chat. Let's talk our little unfiltered ish about everybody in the hobby. And
Please.
please hit the like button for the love of Christ. Hit the like button. And Jake Smith, final words.
Yeah. Please hit the like. Please subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel inch by inch, millimeter by millimeter, small pinos by small pinos.
Yo, relax. Hey, also leave your comments for the next episode so we can have some topics. If y'all ask the questions, then we know what to talk about. We are not good at coming up with ideas, guys. Help.
Please.
The weirder the better. Yo, put Jake Smith in a chicken costume and have him play baseball with blind kids. We love it. Comment below what we should do. We actually need more ideas. We want to get new costumes. Just do it. Just write the comment. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much. And we're going to go not live now. Thanks for tapping in, everybody.
Bye,
Peace.
guys. See ya.